Hey, we're back again with another how-to video in regards to how to install your Medusa cable. I know a lot of people don't know what this cable is, but simply put, it's just a series of runs with RCAs along with 12-volt live coming from the power source, black wire for the grounds, and the blue is for the remote wire to turn the system on. On Amazon, there's many choices that you can go from. They range from different length and a different amount of RCAs that's within the cable. So you could go by your preference. Next step is now to pick the kind of equalizers that you want to use for your application. I personally use Clarions. I've been using them forever, so I just stick to it. Next on the list is to get a proper head unit. The head unit that I decided to go with is the Pioneer. They, to me, seems the best for all-around music. Next step is to now decide on the type of enclosure that you want for your EQs and head unit. As you can see, PRV offers a enclosure, which is quite expensive. It's actually pretty robust, as you can see in the pictures. Or if you want to be crafty, you can do it yourself as a DIY project. It's pretty simple and straightforward. It's just about cutting 4 or 5 boards and screwing them together, and you have an enclosure. Now that it's time to set up, these little guys may be the best bet, as you need to split the output signal from the head unit to each equalizer. Now I'm going to show you a small video of how it will look after you start connecting it. Now, this may look a bit hectic. Don't get discouraged, it's quite simple. I'm going to show you a diagram of how this is all represented. Alright, now this part of the head unit is where the splitters will be plugged into. This signal will be splitted to the input areas of each equalizer that's being used. Now, if you've got the newer type of Clarion EQ, you will have the option of using a high-low input. So all you would have to do is to connect your input to the speaker wires coming from this area right here, and that will give you the input signal that you're looking for your EQs. Now this is the connector for the head unit. Now before proceeding, I would suggest grabbing your manual for a second, go through it just to see what these color codes represent. Now that we've figured out the wires, it's time to strip back these 3 wires that we've got from the Medusa cable, which is the live, remote, and grounds. These 3 wires will be split up for each EQ and the head unit. And you can snug things up with the wire nuts, or you can use good old-fashioned electrical tape. Now it's time to plug the RCAs in and move to the back. One thing you want to keep in mind is the different RCAs that you plug into the different areas of the equalizers. As you can see, you'll need the subwoofer input, mids and highs, and horns or tweeters. So you just want to keep track of any one that you plug into. So the PRVs are numbered. Some of the other Medusa cables are color coded. So just keep that in mind when you're plugging them in. Once you've plugged them in, you're good to go. You can close up the Medusa box, and let's head around to the back and get it all plugged up. Now the type of crossover that you use is up to you. I decided on using the DS18 as it has a 6-way input. This makes it a lot easier to plug in all the wires that's coming from the Medusa cable. This is a little preview clip of what it is gonna look like once you're all are partly completed. Once you're there, hook it up, give it a test. Let me know how it sounds. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy blasting your music.